Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the antidote to lockdown boredom. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find, and with any luck my guests will be able to answer all of them. Today people have got weird names. Well, apart from Amanda, that's a vaguely usual name.
Because I'm bitter or because I'm Dave?
Both.
I don't know. Damn it, Dave is a very great name. Damn it, Dave.
But the problem is any name that's got damn it in front of it, or like I spend the entire rest of the day singing damn it, Janet.
I love you.
Travis, I always associate that word with Jen, to be honest.
See, I don't. Because Rocky Horror is probably my favourite musical, so it's always Damn It, Janet.
Asshole. I'm out of. I don't have any toast. I'm sorry.
Do we have
Brandon back?
Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Yay!
Right, I should introduce everybody. Today we have got Amanda, Bitter Dave. We've got Seraphim, Damn It Dave.
Hi.
We have got Jenny Dave. We've got Brandon, Dave. He looks frozen again.
Oh, he's all right. He's here.
And we have got.
You, Dave.
You can only hear me. That's not good.
That's...
You broke it.
We broke it. And we've got Jeff. I'm named Rodney after Dave.
Not good at all.
That's going to be annoying.
Is it Tuesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, apparently.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sure it's Thursday somewhere.
I'm sure it's still
Thursday?
Tuesday somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear those now. Nice.
You can hear the others now. Good.
Cool.
Yay.
I think StreamYards might hate you.
Awesome.
Right, apparently Hamilton is the best musical.
He always hates me.
I completely disagree.
Fuck off,
Math
Dave.
Pig is so wrong.
You're not wrong.
Has he even seen it?
He's heard most of it.
It's,
I was outside his house the other day and I saw Matt.
Now Jenny's freezing out. I think StreamYards is having a hissy fit.
StreamYard's having StreamYard's
StreamYard just
been
hates
today.
us. Arg!
Oh no!
This is their latest
At least
update that's
it's
meant to
not
improve
okay.
the quality.
It's-
Oh god. Right, we'll do the first question.
I just want to say before you
all of
do though, I just want to say, Dave, that Math Pig's opinions on musical are as valid as anyone else's, and you know, and Manda works very hard to give him that opinion.
He's
tell
very
him what
well-trained.
tell him what his opinion was.
Oh, for God's sake!
Alright, you need to train him a little bit
Oh,
more,
no,
Amanda.
we've got
That's
Brandon's
what
back.
he was
Oh,
told
no.
to say it.
Yeah. There you go, never again. It was to improve quality and introduce new bugs. You're not wrong. Right, so we did the first question. See how many times I have to repeat it. Question 855. If you could levitate 6 inches off the ground, what would you do with this impressive but mostly useless skill?
Can you repeat the question?
I hate you. If you could levitate 6 inches off the ground, what would you do with this impressive but mostly useless skill?
It's not nice of you to call my skill it's useless, Dave. That's
Oh
horrible.
no! I was going to say,
Oh,
sorry,
damn.
is Dave roboting to anyone else as well, or is this just me again?
It's just you right now.
It's just you. I just about to lose everyone,
I go,
aren't I?
aren't you?
I think the YouTube gods are not being kind today.
No. Never Again says, well, I've been a systems analyst for 45 years. We call them undocumented features.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
None of them. We blame StreamYard. Are you going to have to reconnect, Jeff?
Okay, give me 2.
Nerdy. The first thing I would do would be to levitate off the ground. The next thing I would do is try and do some sort of magic show for money.
Do I have to walk to move, or can I just like levitate?
You can kind of swim in air. It's not going to work very well. Math
I
Pig
joined
says
the Ministry of
sexily
Funny Walks.
Ministry of Fun. You do some very odd walks.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
you could
Okay.
exercise like you were on a treadmill without going anywhere.
Precisely. So I could join the Ministry of Funny Walks, and I'd be good.
I would save. I wouldn't be saving myself. I'd probably, considering what I do for a job, I think it could, if I could like move whilst levitating, you know, just. Am I allowed to do
You'd
that?
need some sort of motorized wheel that touches the
All right.
ground.
So I can't like just float around like up 6 inches off.
Well, you
the
need a
ground.
jetpack to do that.
Yeah.
You still need propulsion.
I was just trying to find what the parameters of this, what was allowed and what wasn't allowed with this question.
Apparently, you have to swim to move.
Yeah, if you want to move, you've got to. I mean, the laws of physics still apply. You just float.
The laws of physics still apply while somebody's levitating.
Yes.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
The other laws of physics.
Dave, I'm going to say, Dave, you know that I didn't even get a GCSE in science, but I'm pretty much sure that levitating and the laws of physics are a bit.
Have you seen super cooled magnetic? I forgot what the name of them is. It's completely gone. Super cooled magnets that will just float there in the air. Just imagine that you've been super cooled.
I've seen the thing because somebody made something along the lines of a hoverboard using.
They did. They made a hoverboard using it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Totally legitimate. Math Pig sexily float across the room naked towards Manda. The problem is, though, again, he's got the problem. You can't do that sexily. I'm certain of it. You would be like this. You'd be trying to move and floating, and then Manda will step out the way and you'll hit the wall.
It's Matt. He's going to helicopter towards Amanda. That's what he's going to do. You know that.
Yeah, there you go. You just have to do it backwards.
He's going to helicopter backwards towards her.
Oh my God. Weird image now.
I'm sure it's going to be in the fanfiction. It's fine.
David Wally, is it just levitating above solid objects? No, you can levitate above custard. In fact, you can levitate above water as well if you want. Yeah. Go to the Middle East and walk across some water. Never Again says, may I hold something very heavy when I levitate? Yes, but you're still restricted by your arm muscles. Your back's ability to hold. There you go. I can hold a hand fan, and then you could move. A fan, you could use a fan to move.
Or just break wind.
Yes, that would work.
That would work. That's true.
And you go a bit faster if you light it.
Not sure.
Jenny says she wants to come back in.
I'm not convinced it would provide very much in the way of thrust.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Hi, Jenny. If I have a Vindaloo like the night before, it probably could do.
Yes.
I was swearing at you because your internet went down, and it turns out it was mine.
Your timing was flawless. Mid-sentence, everything.
We lost Brandon again, like immediately after you as well.
Yes.
So.
And then Jeff had to go.
Then I had to drop. Yeah.
And it was a conspiracy just to leave me with Manda and Sarah.
Okay, so let's see, what's this damn question?
How horrible would that be?
Oh, alone with two women. Oh, the horror. Oh, no.
Oh, your scroll is absolutely pathetically slow.
Someone else told me off for that. I changed it. Ilya just says, I think I would just float. That is impressive enough. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, how fucking slow do you think we read?
Levitate.
Oh.
6 inches.
No. You could ask me to read it.
Could you read it?
No.
Ground. What?
To be fair.
You do with
oh, this is painful.
This
It's your fault, Dave.
But mostly useless skill. What a dumb question.
To be fair, the first time Dave read that out, that's exactly how the question sounded to me.
Except for a little bit more robotic, I'm sure.
Dave was junk shopping big time.
Manda!
I don't know, I like the idea of going down to the beach and walking on some water in front of a bunch of Christian people and having them freak the fuck out.
You walk out to their boat.
Here's the thing: if you did if you actually did that, now would they think you were like the second coming, or would they think you were Satan? This is that seems.
Have you
Depends if you
seen
have
me?
a.
Probably
Depends on
say
whether or not.
Give her 20
Sorry, go
minutes,
ahead.
she'll think she's the second coming.
Well, how about me? If I did that though, if I grew my beard back and did that, they just look at that and they just look at me and go, bloody hell, Jesus went off, let himself go.
You'd have to wear a dress as well.
That could be
And,
done.
and carry a couple boxes of friends, yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, Jesus is looking a bit portly these days, isn't he?
And
That's why-
white.
That's why you give them the wine first and then walk on the water, so they don't notice anything else.
Jenny, what would you do?
Now, can I like propel myself really fast or anything cool like that at the same time, or it's just
Not
I mean,
you. Well,
You passed
we
gas
we
last
discussed
time,
this at
apparently.
length. You decided not to show up.
I'm sorry.
You can only get thrust the same way you could any other way. So people have suggested a
Oh.
hand fan. I mean, if you could try to swim, but you know.
I can get thrusted.
I mean, you could.
Jeff-
Wait, what?
Jeff suggested farting.
Yeah.
Well, if I can get thrusted, then jeez.
You can hold on to a train and then let go and just float along after.
I don't know. I guess I would put on ice skates in summer and pretend I'm skating down the road.
If I could,
Something.
I mean, if I could propel myself forward, I'd just annoy the hell out of people by doing that bloody crazy frog thing, like ding 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 ding
That was an amazing.
You see, what you're really asking there, the question should be there. What would you do in an invisible bike?
Now you have to add that to the question, Dave, apparently.
Another day. No!
Oh no, we lost Brandon again.
Yeah.
I'm really beginning to think Brandon just doesn't like us and he doesn't want to tell us. That's what it is.
No, Brandon's good. He's
Well, I don't know. I could understand that. It's,
How? We have such sparkling personalities.
Dave, answer the question.
Yeah, Dave.
just love the way he said it, sparkling personalities, and man just like, Dave, answer the question.
Oh, what the hell with it? Right. What would I do? I'm quite fond of the Jesus idea. Jesus it up a bit. Go out. And, I mean,
Jesus it up a bit.
yeah. Walk out into the middle of a lake, and start chatting to people in boats. And I quite like to tap some windsurfers on the shoulder. That'd be quite funny. Just watch them freak out.
they'd be going by too fast. You can only motivate yourself in this traditional.
Yeah.
methods
No,
of
trust me, you
walking
can
and
go
running.
slow. I was almost a professional windsurfer. I was sponsored for several years.
Really?
Yes, when I was young.
Windsurfers are some of the biggest blooming lunatics I've ever seen. So
Yes, that's when you go fast. Unfortunately, the weather doesn't always justify you going fast.
these are the people. These people will go out in winds that most of the sailors, people who are into sailing, won't go out in. So
Yes, oddly enough, I was a better sailor, but I never tried to do that professionally. I raced.
In fairness to sailors in the UK, if you go out above a force 4, you probably depends on what kind of insurance you got. You could be asking for trouble.
Force 4 is nothing.
I know it's nothing. I know it's bloody nothing, especially to windsurfers. But
It's nothing to sailors.
it's nothing to sailors. I know that, but to insurance companies, it can be.
Yeah, well, no one cares about insurance.
If your boat sinks, you do.
It's a scale of 1 to 10 for forces.
I care about car insurance, but that's because that's what I work in, and actually sort of kind of hate it too. But that's what I'm like.
Fair enough. Right, we should do the next question, I think. I think we've flogged this one to death. What?
Kinky.
Question 856. Who is your favourite author who uses two or more initials in their pen name?
Two or
Wait,
more.
what?
Say again?
Say it, I didn't hear you. Say it again. Please.
Right. Question 856. Who is your favourite author who uses two or more initials in their pen name?
So, like J.R.R. Tolkien or J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling as examples, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You had to pick her. You had to pick-
I know, I do, you know, but
Don't all answer at once.
George R.R. Martin. That's
George
already
R.
answered for me.
A.A. Milne.
Milne.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with George R.R. Martin as well.
Jeff?
I don't know. I don't know. Let me think on this. I'll get back to it.
Okay. Aunt Jer says J.A. Janice? Math Pig. Yeah, I didn't see that. Nerdy says J.J. Binks. I don't actually know who J.J. Binks is.
Yeah, just to say, just as well.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not the right
Don't
picture.
you do it, Jeff.
I'm going to hurt Nerdy.
Okay.
What did he write? He's not an author. Maybe he was responsible for the Disney films.
He's written some very good books, you know.
All right, I'm leaving. Fuck you all.
No, go.
Jeff, every single time I start to like you again, do this shit. Every single
Come
time.
on, I haven't done that in weeks. I'm allowed one.
That's the point. Like every single time, just start to like you, and all of a sudden, Jar Jar. Why you do this? Why?
Because he knows everyone loves it. Math Pig says NDY Rodent does good fiction.
Honestly, what is Nerdy's pin name? We'll just all pick Nerdy.
NDY Rodent apparently. I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for AA Mill.
Yeah, I can't honestly think of any of the real authors that I like that do have those sort of initials off the top of my head. Ones that I really read.
IP Daily.
What about
I
IP
was-
Freely?
I was
gonna kick
I was gonna say J.R. Hartley, but then that's a UK reference as well. So
Well, it fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but it's not real. It's not a real author.
I mean, those of us that have no clue what it is would have no idea, so we'd be like, oh, that sounds okay, whatever. You do you.
HP Lovecraft. Good Lovecraft. I think Nerdy likes that. Right, I think we'll move on to the next question.
I mean, yeah,
Go on.
I mean, I suppose for lack of anything off the top of my head, I'm gonna just have to say Tolkien. But I'm not a massive fan of Tolkien, honestly. But I've never read George R.R. Martin's books. I sure as hell am not a fan of J.K. Rowling. So I'll guarantee you, like about an hour's time, when you're on a totally different question, I'm gonna think of one. It's gonna be like, oh yeah.
That's when you should just scream out your answer, even if it has nothing to do with the current question. And
Especially if it's smutty.
All I can say is pool power.
Ilya says Tolkien, Martin, and Lovecraft. They're all good answers. I see. J.A. Jantz writes detective novels set in Seattle and Arizona. I have genuinely never heard of them. Right, next question. Question 857. When were you last cock a hoop?
What?
Doing the what now?
What? Fuck are you on about?
When were you last cock a hoop?
I don't think any Americans know what that means.
I don't think Jeff does, which is what worries me.
I don't know. I don't know these bloody posh terms in the search.
It's not a posh term, it's an archaic term. Would you like me to read you the definition?
Yeah.
Please do. That would be helpful.
Extremely and obviously pleased, especially about an achievement.
Oh, that would be yesterday. Night.
Why?
I was busy.
Nerdy says, a couple of days ago for about 10 minutes.
Oh, you doubled it.
I'd say possibly today, mainly because I was reminded of an achievement from like a couple of years ago. Is that fair enough, though, the answer?
Yes. Never Again says, oh, that will be today, lol. I think that was to Jenny. Mathpig says, I'll just say, ask Manda. Manda! Apparently I've got to ask you.
My answer? I don't have one. I'm very
Mathpig's
rarely
answer.
pleased with myself.
I
Mathpig's
actually-
answer is dirty.
I can't believe I resorted to that. Do you want to know the reason why I was so happy?
Go on.
Which it's equally embarrassing, but in a different way. I found a new dress shop, and it just really got me excited and happy.
Sweet.
That's adorable.
Amanda, yeah. Nerdy. Anytime Mathpig sees Amanda. Never Again says, I try to go cock-a-hoop once a day, now that I know what it is. Seraphim.
Yesterday morning.
Why? Although I already know the answer to that question.
I think you already know the answer to that question, if I'm not mistaken, but that's not the point. Can't say the reason that it actually is, because, you know, this is a child-friendly stream.
Is it?
It is?
Since when?
Yeah, apparently it is. Hey,
I'm
Amanda
reading.
can give her answer, I can't give my answer. Ha ha ha.
No, I couldn't give Mathpig's answer.
True.
I didn't have it.
You must have an answer. You must have.
What's her answer?
That means that Mathpig was happy and she wasn't, though. That's sad.
I know, that sounds quite sad, doesn't it?
Matthew, you write it down. I'll read it out. I'm not afraid.
Mathpig, you try harder.
Well,
Steve.
where were you
Try
yesterday
harder.
when they made me read foreign languages?
That was funny.
That was not funny.
That was hilarious.
Hilarious.
It was amazing. I loved it.
Caroline at the end said, "You should have read more of the stings."
It was great. That cheered me right up.
It
I
was
apologize.
terrible.
My nose is leaking.
It wasn't terrible. It was hilarious.
No, and then Jeff kept putting in different bloody alphabets.
That's Jeff. You're supposed to ignore his answers in that case, but everyone else's answers, you can read them.
Oh, I could have died. Right, next question.
No, you fucker.
What?
Yeah, you have to answer the question.
I have to answer the question.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's a horrible cop out, but okay.
Sit there. No, I can't think of anything. There are lots of things I squee about.
Read
Yeah.
what I put in. Could you read what I put in the chat, please?
No.
No.
I mean, I couldn't if I wanted to.
That's Greek to me.
Actually, Serbian.
Serbian,
No.
thank you.
It
Helpful.
says Jeff is a meanie. That's what it says.
This is Jeff is mean. He
It
does.
says this.
Yes.
It says this will annoy Dave.
This will
No,
annoy
it's not.
Dave.
Jeff is a meanie.
Right. Moving on. No.
Next.
Question 858. What is the most archaic music format that you remember unironically using?
Using?
Yes.
I don't.
For
use-
what?
To listen to music.
Oh, I thought about for my videos. Whatever music that's on my few videos that I have, that's it. Just go listen to it.
So you've never used vinyl? Or tapes?
Oh,
You never used a
So
so
tape?
you're talking about delivery systems?
Yeah, music
I
format.
Yes.
never had vinyl.
Yeah,
but,
you should have clarified with music formats there, because you just said
Yes.
music.
Did I?
So,
My apologies. It does
yeah.
say music format in the question. Well, I'll
Yeah,
read the question
so
again because I
was
obviously
thinking, like,
failed.
classical or something, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, at least you acknowledge that you failed.
I'm just-
I'll read it
Okay.
from the scroll if you
Oh,
like.
no! I will read it. Question 858. What is the most archaic music format that you remember unironically using?
Shouldn't it be like instead of music format, it should be recording format or delivery format?
No.
Yes,
A
it
music
should.
box.
Okay, well in that case, I will just say an archaic thing, just because it's a bit old and outdated. Humming.
No. It's not a valid answer.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean? No.
It's
You're a
not a
hummer?
valid answer.
How is that not a valid answer?
Because it's not a recording.
See, it should have been recording.
Oh, there we go. Music.
Streamers,
Music
okay,
box.
streamers about to go out for me. Where it saved itself. We're good.
A music box.
A
That's
music
my answer.
box.
Music box. Yes.
Yeah, I do have music. I used to have an entire wall of music boxes growing up. So I guess
And
that
here I
works.
am, the old person on the panel, and I would have to say, streaming.
But you never used an 8-track?
Oh, ever? This is an ever question?
Yes?
Oh well, shit. I used to have a
What's the oldest thing you've used? Unironically.
I used to have a Victrola.
That's Victor. That wax cylinders?
No, with the Bakelite discs. With 78 records.
Mm. The vinyl's definitely the furthest I think I've gone. Ilya says Strax. I don't know what that is. Nerdy says piano roll. Antjer says cassette tape.
I
Never
also
again.
had a wire recorder for a while.
What's a wire recorder?
It preceded tape. They used to put
Yeah.
You're
the
right,
impulse
you
on-
did.
on wire.
That's correct. That's correct.
Never again says a piano. Play a piano. And that's my answer. Willie is vinyl.
Who's used the gramophone then?
My non.
I've used
smart-ass
one,
answer
but
would
not
be 8-track.
unironically. Say again, sorry, Seraphim?
My non-smart ass answer would be an 8-track.
An 8-track. See, I've never used an 8-track.
I did it because someone that I was house sitting for, that was all they had, and I was curious.
A
And I like
gramophone
music.
is the same as a Victrola. Hand crank with the big bell.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. That's what I had.
The big bell. Got a pretty good time. Did I miss anyone? Ilya says 8 tracks. See, given that most people are younger than me, I expected more people to be stuck on cassettes.
Yeah, that's what I thought until
I used cassettes way into the time when they were almost to pretty much into the time where they were kind of obsolete and you couldn't buy them.
Well, I think
anymore.
most people did if you used it because you had a Walkman. Well,
Yeah.
No, I never actually had a Walkman, but an equivalent.
Well, yeah.
I still used a Walkman going into 97, 98.
I would have used one. I would have had a Walkman going into the early 2000s. Because although you had although you had the CD players,
They don't fit in the pocket so easily.
They don't fit in the pocket. 2, when you're walking along with them, they don't stay still long enough to put them in.
You need to get one that's got anti-jump.
Oh yeah, it did. They were used. They were useless.
You need a good one with anti-jump.
But
Next
but
question. I think.
then obviously
Go on.
iPods or whatever came out and just killed the whole thing. So
Yes,
I
it
still
annoys
ha- I
me they're
still have
called
my-
iPods.
I
Go on.
still have my original 20 gig iPod.
I still have my original Sony memory stick Walkman, but they died down.
Oh.
Did you ever have the Discman?
No.
All my stuff like that got pawned off.
Did you ever have the Tape Man?
Well, not the disc. What's it? Mini disc. That's what I
Mini
meant.
disc, yeah. I knew what you meant.
That's what I meant.
Mini
Sorry.
disc. That's what I was assuming. Yeah, mini disc. Never got mini disc. I jumped.
The disc-
I jumped straight to. I went.
The Discman was just like the first portable CD player. Sometimes I get that and the mini disc confused, but they're all Sony products.
Yeah. And they were all stupidly expensive.
Yes.
I mean, the only reason that I had anything Sony was because, I don't know if you would remember. Do you remember something called Coke Auction?
I
Say again?
heard the term.
Coke. Right, okay, I got a good story. Right,
Remind me.
Coke. If you took the ring pulls off cans, you sent them in and you could bid on products. Yeah?
Mm.
We bought out 4, 5, 6 supermarkets several times of all their Coke, snipped the cans and sent them in. And then we hacked their webpage so that no one else could bid and bid on everything. We sit there and we get this phone call. We're not sure what to do about you. Why? Well, you bid legitimately, your bids are there, but you've obviously done something dodgy, and apparently this went up to the board of Sony UK as to how to deal with us.
Wow.
So you have defrauded both Sony and the Coca-Cola company.
No. There was no
Dave never.
fraud
He's
there.
completely innocent.
There was no fraud there. It was completely legitimate.
Dave, cop to the fraud. I'd have a lot more respect for you if you just say that I've defrauded Sony and Coca-Cola. You'd be my
He
fucking
found the
hero.
loophole. That's what he did. He found the loophole. That's what it is.
Yeah. I found a
Was this
loophole.
like the old ring pulls as well? On the,
No,
on
it
the
wasn't.
cans, or-
No, it wasn't.
yeah.
It was really annoying. It was the new ones. And you had to get them off.
Well,
And the worst thing is,
We-
obviously, we didn't want to open the cans.
because they generally they colour the ring pulls like red or something.
Yes, they were
just
red.
So you weren't sending in like ring pulls off of beer cans or 7-Ups or whatever the hell, you know.
So we basically, what we then had, okay, is after we threw some out, we had something like 70,000 cans of Coke unopened without ring pulls.
But the thing was, I remember one of the first times they did that though, and they had the old ring pulls. You know, the ones where you peeled the things off. So you collected them. Of course, I mean, in the long run, it was better that they got rid of them because those things were bloody dangerous because people would throw them down like it's litter. And they
step
were
on them.
Generally, it's out poor bloody dog walkers. The dog would step on one and cut their paw open.
But it was fun to make chains out of them.
It was.
Oh yeah.
Right. Next question.
Did any of you ever make chains out of chewing gum wrappers?
I never did chains out of them, but I like pull off the foil and I've like foiled stuff with it and it stays on pretty well.
Right.
God, we sound like old people going.
Well,
back
you
to these
do.
things we
It's all
used to
you.
do
It's all
when
you.
we
Not
were
doing me. I'm young.
You're old. Shut up. You're older than me.
I'm older than everyone apart from Jenny.
I just hope I'm not the oldest.
Thanks.
That's all I care about.
That's all right.
Thank you very, very
No,
much.
I look older, so.
Yeah, you do.
Jenny's got me up.
Act older too, Dave.
Say again?
And you act older too.
I act older too. Thank you.
And
bullshit. You call bullshit. Right. Shush. Question
That's
859. Shush.
That's the only way he can get away with bouncing on a ball.
Question 859. Do you spit?
unless necessary, as little as I can do. If I have to for some particular reason or something, it's not a habit I'd like to get into. Let's just put it that way.
Seraphim, why did you giggle?
How would you like me to
Because I
answer?
know where.
Do you want me to answer the innocent way or the way that I first thought about answering?
See, I answered it the innocent way, but I know where Dave wants you to go with this question.
I don't want you to go anywhere. Well, what are both your answers?
I'm a good girl. I swallow.
Same.
Damn, you took my line.
None of you gargle.
That depends who you're with.
That's just killed the conversation, hasn't it?
Right, Never Again says, yes, I do spit.
I've
And
never been asked to gargle it, Jeff.
You're
Never.
none older than I am. See, I keep imagining that Never Again is in their 20s.
They didn't have to ask me.
Say again?
Well, you know,
What, to gargle?
well, Seraphim, they say spitting is love, swallowing is true love, and gargling is just showing off.
Yandir says, when I'm flossing. Aunt Jer says, whenever I brush my teeth. Sammy says, I swallow. Never Again says, I'm 61, almost 62. 60 is the new 40. Say again?
I'm just glad I'm not the oldest for once.
Manda.
Fuck all of you. Just fuck all of you.
You wish.
Are you offering? Is that the question?
If
Really
need
fucking
be,
loud.
yeah.
That's the one good thing about coming on here is I'm never the oldest because Dave is always here and he's a couple of years older. He's about a year and a half older than me, I think. So
Are you older than Manda?
well, I'm in my 40s and Manda's not. So I think that's your answer.
Amanda's a lady.
So
you never
when
have to
when
wait
I
till
skip, so when I skip shows and Manda does the hosting, you're screwed.
I'm
He's screwed anyway.
fucking screwed anyway for that Jar Jar impression. So
I must
Well,
remember
so
to
I'm
not give her.
I'm not ever
Amanda's
gonna.
hosting,
I'm not gonna live long
I'll
enough.
never accept an invitation. That's all. Make sure that they.
I'm never gonna live long enough to be the oldest person on this show.
Oh,
Amanda
Again, I'm
answer-
offered to be the getaway driver when Amanda comes back to the United States. It's fine.
You're working on this assumption that if Manda comes here, she's got any intention of coming back to the United States.
Well, no, as an escape after I kill your ass.
Exactly. She's gonna escape after she kills you. So I'll be the getaway driver.
But why don't you flee to somewhere nice?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to like hide in the UK. I'm just, but why go back to the United? You know.
He has a point.
You can go back to Trump. Trump.
I'd like to go to Scotland or Ireland.
Scotland is like the UK. You do know that. So.
Is it?
Yeah, just more hilly.
That was the part of Ireland I'm going to. So.
Mathpig
Wales?
says, what?
Yeah,
Wales.
they're all
Wales is
part
quite
of the
nice.
UK.
Not sheep.
Well, yeah, I know it's part of
Well,
the UK, but
Scott, I got to confess that I do have to confess that I have never set foot in Ireland, north or south. I've heard it's really nice, but my favourite part of the UK is Scotland.
That's because you're
Like
Scottish.
Scenery.
Yeah, you're Scottish.
I have English parents. That makes
Yes, but everyone can tell by your broad Scottish accent.
I'm not from Scotland. I view Fife as its own independent kingdom.
Mathpig, I return to the chat. Talking about Manda swallows. What did I miss?
Oh, you
Ring
missed
said-
so much.
Ring says, so what does spit mean? Like
a live
chewing
demo.
tobacco.
No such thing.
What?
I said
What do you
no
say?
such thing. I don't know what the fuck anybody is talking about.
What, you spitting?
No.
You ever spit? You ever spit?
No.
Never?
No. I did when I played soccer.
When you played soccer.
That's understandable.
I will spit. You know, sometimes you're just in a situation where you gotta spit because, like, a bug came in your mouth or something like that. I'm not gonna swallow that.
Well, see, with man's on about soccer there. See, I've always thought Match of the Day should have a Gob of the Month competition as well as Goal of the Month.
Would that not just be more like a gob shite of the month?
No, just a Gob of the Month. Who does the best spit of all Premier League
Sounds
players?
horrible. Right. Next question. Question 860. If you hear your neighbours shouting and then a loud bang, what would you do?
Depends on the nature of the bang.
We're thinking a noise that could easily be considered a gunshot.
Now it depends on which neighbor.
Very much depends on the neighbour. Yeah.
That shit
The
is
one you like.
Really creepy neighbor that has been hitting on me since I moved here. So fuck him.
Let's put it this way. With one of my particular neighbours, I'm not saying who. A lot of shouting followed by a loud bang. The loud bang that sounds like a gunshot may possibly originate from me in the first place. So I'm just saying. Not definitely, just possibly.
Sammy says, imagine Dave's blown another ball.
I mean, he is right.
You talk tough. You don't even own a gun. Jesus.
Are you? No, I don't. I used to. Used to own a shotgun.
I ignore it. That shit's none of my business.
Just none of your business.
Hold on.
So none of you would help your neighbours.
No,
If I
I
heard
don't
if
like
I heard
people.
if I heard a loud bang, I would be on the phone to the police.
You'd phone the police at least.
Yeah, I would.
Math Pig wants to perform experiments purely for science. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Where's everyone gone? Manda, what about the other side? You try to walk with a phone in your pocket. Aunt Jer says, a few weeks ago, one of my neighbours shot another neighbour. Last I heard, he hadn't been caught.
I mean, in the apartment complex that I lived in before, people shot each other all the time. I ignore that shit. It's none of my business because I don't want to get shot too.
Well, in the neighborhoods I've lived as an adult, the training has always hit the floor. But nowadays with cell phones, you can hit the floor and call the police. So
Yeah. Sammy says, owning a gun does not make you tough, Jenny, just saying. Jen says there are no guns here, so it wouldn't be a gun. People can still have guns. Sammy says, should have used caps on the not instead of that does. Oh, does. Rainbug says, I mean, I would call and report it, but I'm not sticking my head out.
And I never said it makes one look tough. It makes one look, or not. It doesn't make one tough. However, it does make one stupidly dangerous.
Dave,
Yeah.
consider where I live.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of rich old white people. I'm not helping them. Fuck that.
I live around a lot of
You
people
think
that
they
have
need some
Confederate
pruning?
flags in their yard, so
Very good.
Although, honestly, I thought I would have. Okay, I have a story. You wanna
We have a
hear it?
story.
yay, story time.
I was talking about, my creepy ass neighbor. So back in January, I was at his house to make my mother a birthday cake because I wanted it to be a surprise and she was home all day. And his wife found out I was there. For some reason, he felt the need to lie to her, even though it's not like we've ever slept together. I've turned him down on every occasion he has offered. But for some reason, he feels guilty about it anyway, so he lies to her. She found out, And I thought I was going to hear a gunshot that weekend because it was like 2 days of her fucking screaming her ass off at him. She's from Honduras. She's loud as fuck. And it was just screaming, screaming, screaming for 2 days after that. So I'm surprised she didn't shoot him.
Fair enough.
That was my story.
Do they have a gun?
I don't think they do.
Is there one in your house?
There's a few guns in my house. They're not mine though.
You see, my last neighbors, I knew it would never happen because on one side of me was an incel, and on the other side there was a gay guy living with his grandmother. So, although we did suspect he was a pedophile, we just couldn't prove it.
Right, next question, I think. Brain bug. People in Georgia without guns. Never
A
happened.
lot of them.
Not a lot of them. Yandia says, I'll wait for it to be on an investigation discovery. Camera crew will turn up first. Right, question 861. What is the
that's my favorite one.
What, 861?
Yeah, that's my favorite question.
You've been looking forward to this for 80...
Yes, I have.
What episode are we on? 83. 82 episodes.
Yes, I have.
Question 861. What is the funniest or most ridiculous vanity car number plate you've seen?
I've seen one that says ooh, ah.
What's Math Pigs? I can't remember.
It's his initials and 666 something. I don't remember. He's told me like 7 times.
The other ones I've heard.
I don't listen to him either.
No, there was like a list of like the funny vanity plates, and one of them was like some state has kids first, and someone put their license plate as eat the, and this kids first. I like that.
Jeff says gay 5. Jenny.
My favorite was this is hard to remember. 3M TA3.
I'm going to have to type that to see what it says.
And this
No,
was
I'm
an
none
actual. This
I'm
was
none
an
the
actual
wiser.
Wisconsin vanity plate that.
What's it meant to say?
Look at it in your rear view mirror.
3MY83.
No, not Y. 3MT A3.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Eat me.
Eat
It
me.
says eat me.
Got
Ding,
you.
ding, 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 ding. It made it through the first year of personalized plates. Then it was pulled.
Then it was pulled.
Took them a while to figure it out.
Math Pig says, yes, it's mine. Yes, mine is 666. Then my initials. It makes me really cool.
You know that only douchebags in America get vanity plates, right?
They're expensive, so yeah.
Yeah, they were only $10 more.
Dave,
Depends. They're expensive here in Georgia, and I know like the taxes for them are more expensive as well.
right, Dave. You kind of, I don't think you quite got what I put in the chat as I was listening in. Why do we not have an S-Reg in Britain?
Oh, it looks like 5. It says gays.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, someone where I lived had that one, and then there was another one about a long time. I haven't seen it in like years though. It was someone local. It was obviously a fan of the TV show Dallas, and it was JR01L. So it was JR Oil.
Yeah. There's a lot of religious ones in my area, like love Christ and praise
Jesus saved.
to.
Are they not blasphemous? Wait. Are they not blasphemous? How are they not blasphemous?
The worst one was one of those people with those license plates. Whenever my car broke down, A woman stopped to honk her horn at me and got rear-ended, and she had one of those license plates, which was like preacher's wife was basically what it said. It was like PRCHRWF. So it's like she was a preacher's wife, and she stopped to honk her horn at me because I was broken down, and she got rear-ended. And
by the way, Dave, I've just googled a UK one here, just looking at funny ones, and this is a serious one. CUM80Y looks like cumboy.
Cumboy. Ring says 8A11ONSY. I don't get that
love
one.
it, Ring. Alonzi!
What?
Alonzi!
Oh, Alonzi. Yes, I get it.
Well, we're on. Dave, another one found here. G5POG space 5POT.
No, go on, what's it say? I'm not trying to hold these in my head. Go on.
G-spot.
G-spot. No wonder I couldn't find it.
That's probably someone with a small penis that can't find the G-spot.
Sammy says, best one I've seen is Pig 666. Worst is Ho Stuff.
I once bought a car, and my choice of cars was based on what my dog needed for transport and stuff. And so I had the plates. So I had the plates named after her, with her name on it too. It was for Bosch, and they were stolen.
What?
Yeah, people steal your license plates here.
Why would they steal you? That seems really weird. I mean, the only reason we'd steal license plates here, no, we wouldn't even steal them. You steal the number to try and do a crime.
That's what they're doing. Like they're stealing it to do a crime.
Fair enough.
It was never reported as a crime, at least not to me. So, I mean, the police never came to arrest me, I should say.
I still haven't gotten my new license plates from everything going on with COVID-19, so I need to call the DMV later today. Yay.
I see in the UK. I don't think we've had like a big thing with license plates. We had a big thing for about a year in the 1980s with Volkswagen badges being stolen.
Because of
Sig Sputnik, I think it was the band.
it was Beastie Boys over here.
All right, yeah, I think it was. Oh yeah, because they used it as well, didn't they? But I think it was Sig Sputnik over here, and they used like the Volkswagen, and people were blooming pricing off the badges of Volkswagens and stealing them.
Yeah, the Beastie Boys were stealing BMW Rondels.
Slaveman says, for the registration tag or a crime, had mine stolen one time by people who used it in a crime. Say again, Amanda?
No, fuck off!
Go on! What did you say?
Oh my!
Nothing.
You did! You were talking!
I said, is it my turn? And then you started fucking listing shit in the chat again.
It's your turn!
I don't know why I'm here.
Amanda! It's your turn! You've got coffee. It's going to be exciting.
No, it's I saw it matching his box and her box because they were boxsters. Yeah.
That's not how.
If we're going to do couples, I knew a couple that had one was wet, one was dry.
Oh, there's like a family near me that every single person in the family has like their name, then the number 1, and then 2 for the wife, and then the kids each have a different number as well. There's like 8 of them so far.
I've
that's
seen
worse
that.
than having the stickers on your back window.
I have a friend who he was a professional clown for a little while, but then he started working for Disney on Ice, and his cloud name was Boomer McLeod because it was named after an car audio store that we had in town. Everybody, my boyfriend worked there at the time, so his license plate said Boomer. I'm wondering if he still has that because it wouldn't exactly fit now. Actually, no, he's a little bit older than me, but he's not an actual Boomer, but well before the whole Boomer thing.
I'll just say this is for Manda and Math Pig. If Manda ever comes to the UK, just googled it. Apparently, Momma Atheist is an available license plate in the UK. So,
guess what you're getting for your birthday?
Saying.
But again, not a douchebag. Sorry, Ring. I love you, Ring.
I love the way you're not apologising to Math Pig.
He knows he's a douchebag.
Oh, by the way, about what Ring was asking about Clarkson. Yes, yeah, it didn't cause riots. It was just more. It was
Trouble.
just more bloody stupid. It was just him being stupid, to be honest.
Yandir says, "You ate today" was one that he saw. Actually, I don't know if Yandir's male or female. They saw. Big Zebra said, "I know a funny joke pulled via a vanity plate. The Russian embassy in Ottawa made an official complaint when they found out, after months of use, that one of the cards had been issued the license. KGB 007. 007. I like that.
That's
But
good.
If it was M16 007, it'd be even better.
Yeah. Momma Atheist, you are wasting an opportunity for sex toys, Math Pig. What have I missed out on? Oh, I see. Fair enough. Right, next question. Which, oddly enough, is a sex question. Question 862. Would you rather have unbelievable sex that lasts for 10 minutes or average sex that lasts for an hour?
Oh, fuck that. 10 minutes.
I wouldn't.
Really?
The idea of sex lasting for an hour is fucking like, abhorrent to me.
What?
Honestly.
Yeah, sweet and innocent. It's so amazing.
Oh, so many
We're crouching for
responsibilities. Oh.
You don't understand, Dave. As women, we have been in situations where it's just gone on, and we've sat there rolling our eyes like, what the fuck? It's boring, it sucks, get it over with.
That's
No, we don't want it for an hour, it sucks.
God. Am I like secretly a woman? Because that's just kind of how I feel most of the time during that. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, not
Are
everybody
you
does
certain
that.
you're not gay, Jeff?
I'm very certain. It's, it's just
Stop hitting on
anyway.
Jeff, Dave.
Dave, I don't think
Yeah,
you're his type, even if he was
kept,
gay.
I should have kept my fucking mouth shut, shouldn't I? No,
Is Dave gay?
Dave, no. Dave Pan.
Dave just likes to randomly suck dick every once in a while.
What?
no, I mean,
Not
I
necessarily make him gay.
honestly, I'm about as het as it gets, in all honesty. But still, no, it's I'm not that driven by sex, but as soon as you have something that's really amazing for like a short period of time, and something that's like average and dull for like an hour.
Yep. Sammy says, when I can finally last 10 minutes, I'll let you know.
I do have to agree with you, Amanda. I would like a 10-minute explosion. That would be fun.
Yeah, I'd go for 10 minutes. I've had both. Like,
be honest,
short
I'd like
was
to-
amazing, and then sex that lasted for hours. I was just like, eh.
10
So
minutes.
I'll go with the 10 minutes.
The thing about
10 minutes.
the thing about the hour sessions though is you get so anxious for it to be over when you finally do come. It is extra marvelous, actually.
For those, I had to make myself come because the guy just couldn't. So,
Like most times.
oh no, I do not fake it. I will not fake it. I refuse to. So most times I do come. Yes, even if it is from doing it myself. But yeah, 10 minutes all the way.
Yeah, 10. Yeah. See, I'm normally no. I don't know. If, I know I'm gonna. I don't know if to say it because it's not something on that.
No, don't worry about it. Never again says, like all times. Right. Global Mum says, have had great sex that lasted an hour before and average sex that lasted 10 minutes before.
I suppose it can happen.
I'd rather have unbelievable sex for 10 minutes. And I don't think I've missed something there because Mathpic's saying I'm not, and the question is for my own safety. What the hell is he planning? I want to know why I'm getting smutty pictures off Math Pig.
I'd say the Math Pig. Either way you answer it could be the wrong answer. So
Yeah, that's just.
Be very carefully
What
about this Math
bloody
Pig.
pictures, Dave?
Of Math Pig, yeah. They're about you. Right, next question.
Nope, don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Nope.
Question 863. Have you ever employed a smith of any kind?
gunsmith.
Gunsmith. Jenny.
Well, I always went to my favorite bakery, and their name was Breadsmith.
No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Oh.
They have an alternative name called Baker.
I have hired a blacksmith.
You've hired a blacksmith. Traditional blacksmith with his own big anvil.
And forge and oven and all these and nipper and yeah.
Built like a brick shithouse.
No, she wasn't that big. Don't laugh. She was very good. I mean, at smithing.
At smithing. Ah. Sammy says, weedsmith, is that a thing? Andia says, I'm a bladesmith, knives only. That's quite cool.
Hello everyone.
Oh, shit. What the hell? Manda.
I mean, I have used Eric Murphy, who has done blacksmithing, but not for blacksmithing.
Okay, see, if you're going to say that, you're going to have to explain how used is for not blacksmithing purposes.
I brought him on my show or interviewed him or whatever. Shut up.
That doesn't count.
You know what I mean.
What is a Wesson?
A what? A Wesson.
I thought Wesson was just oil.
Oh, Smith & Wesson. Never has need to hire a Smith & Wesson.
Oh, I never mind. I got it. Boo.
Seraphim.
My first day working in a roadside service department, I had to call a locksmith.
See, I thought more people would say locksmith.
So I had to tell them to come to the place where they, send out the trucks for the road.
Oh, I've hired locksmith dozens of times, but I thought blacksmith was more interesting, especially since
Blacksmith
it was
is
a woman.
way more interesting. Jeff.
Right. I answered.
Did you? I forgot.
Yes.
You know what, my memory
I
today is really
Gunsmith.
bad.
He was the first
So the
one to
gunsmith.
answer.
He was!
I
You're right!
I had a gunsmith.
Sorry.
I had a gunsmith to sort out my bloody Enfield one
Rifle.
time, sir. No, it was a smoothbore. It was the original because I think I told you I used to do historical reenactments, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I used to do American Civil War.
Yeah, you used to like to go and annoy the Southerners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was a damn Yankee.
How can you reenact the American Civil War in England?
He goes to
Very
America.
carefully.
Quite easily, you get one lot of blokes dress up in grey and a lot of blokes dress up in blue. It's
And have them
quite
shooting
easy.
each other.
And it's probably a lot more accurate than the way it's taught in most American schools too.
Generally, based on the most discussions I've had with Americans about the Civil War, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you.
Exactly. So
So, yeah, but no, I have actually been to. I will say this though: American reenactors though do take what they do really seriously, way more than the British ones do. I've been. I mean, cause I actually went out to Kentucky in 2002 to do a reenactment of the Battle of Perryville. And it was really, it was good. It was nice. A lot of very nice people met there, but yeah. But at the same time, it's still kind of, you ran into a lot of Bible Belt type of people and whatever. It was interesting.
Right, we have got.
No, I had. But back to the question. Yes, I had to. When I had some issues with the gun that I couldn't sort out, like I think with the spring mechanism and the hammer lock, that I had to actually go to a gunsmith to get it sorted.
Brainbug says, I have used a locksmith too. Sammy says, I've used a locksmith. I believe most would have. Have you used a locksmith or a picklock? Lockpick. No, lockpick's the thing. I don't know. Santi says, I picked a few locks. Rainbug says, no one has used a silversmith?
I used to do silversmithing.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Fabrication and casting.
Never Again says, I hired a goldsmith now that you pointed out. And now they're talking about reenactments.
Isn't the live chat usually off topic anyway?
Yeah, that's...
I don't know what we talk about.
Right, now... Oh, okay. Sammy is now sending me sexy metal pictures. Not really sure why.
Who is sending them to you?
Sammy!
Well, you have to share. Everyone needs to see the
I think the problem is he's not in them. Right, next question. Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Hi, Glober Mom.
Right, next question. Question 864. Have you ever tried to suck/lick your own nether regions?
I'm not a man, so no.
I know of girls that have tried.
Oh, bullshit.
No.
I-
And wait there. There's something else here. She's probably the most flexible one here too. I think she has.
I am the most flexible one here and still haven't. So.
How the hell could I do it? I haven't. I don't think I've seen my dick in the last fucking year and a half. So.
Yes, we were talking about over your entire life.
Yeah, well, I know, and I'm not a fucking dog. So no.
See, now you give me an image of you trying it in a completely different way to one I had imagined.
To be honest, I'll answer this one honestly. That even if I was that flexible, no, the idea of that is fucking sick to me.
See, I'm fairly convinced I have. I can't remember any instance.
Absolutely have, Dave.
Right, but I can't. I have no memory of ever trying. I just can't imagine. All right, I just can't imagine that I haven't. if that makes more sense.
I was gonna say, we're all pretty sure you have tried.
Exactly. Right, and so I'm pretty sure I tried.
I want you to explain the memory lapse.
The memory lapse. Drugs. The wrong sorts of drugs. Aunt Jer says nope. Sammy says yes and almost successfully. Glober Mum says I don't bend that way. No. Math Pig says yes. Manda is that flexible. I think she's tried. Santi says it's not worth it. Math Pig hasn't answered for himself.
All of his answers for everything are going to be Ask Amanda. You should know this.
Amanda's going to have to make him try now. On camera.
Oh, okay. There
Well,
are
she might be
things
able
that
to help.
I can say
help
that
with
I'm
the push.
not going to say. Hold on. Move on. When I see me put my legs behind my head, I can do that.
Go on then.
No.
I can think of some very interesting things to do with that.
I know. It's fun.
Math Pig says, no! The answer is no! Yandia says, I'm not a cat. Music Collector says, Dave's tried everything. I haven't tried everything. There are lots of things I haven't tried. Still to try.
It's a very big bucket list, apparently.
Right. Next question, I think. Sammy says, am I weird? I thought every kid tried it. Well, it is... Okay, every guy is meant to have tried it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I do know some girls that have tried it. I don't...
When Angel was little, there was a boy next door that was a year older than him. And we would go and play on our lawns every day. And I swear to God, every time I would walk over there, that's what he was trying to do. Bend himself in half, trying to suck his dick. So...
It just occurred to me, I should have added to the end of the question, were you successful?
I do know a guy, I've never tried it because I don't have a penis, dick, whatever you want to call it. But I do know a guy that has tried and has been successful.
Well, no, this is it. It's definitely... There are videos. When I saw the question, I went to look to see if it was possible.
Oh, this happened on the bus on the way to a marching band thing. You know, this one time at band camp.
What musical instrument did he play?
He was a drummer.
As someone who once had the ability to at least attempt that, no, never. I just want you to know that. And I can't imagine a woman ever trying to have oral sex with herself. Although the equivalent question would be to ask women, have you ever sucked your own breast?
Well, yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know a woman that's got breasts big enough that hasn't. Just...
I mean, he's not wrong.
Right, just next question.
I was... Wait. My reasoning was, before I had Angel, I just wanted to know what that would feel like, someone, clamping onto my nipple. But then he was in the hospital, and I didn't get to breastfeed anyway, so it was pointless. So, it wasn't a sexual thing, it was a scientific...
So did you try your milk?
I did try my milk, yes. And it's not horrible, but it's weird. Like, it doesn't taste like milk. It tastes like cantaloupe juice, kind of.
Did you say cantaloupe juice?
Yeah, a little bit. Like cantaloupe juice. Have you never tried breast milk, Jenny?
Yeah, I have. I would have just said it was Swedish.
Yeah.
Not Swedish like the country, but Swedish.
Swedish.
But cantaloupe, yeah, that makes sense. That does make a lot of
That's
sense.
the best way I could describe it.
I don't
Sammy
know.
wants- Sammy wants-
I can't stand cantaloupe, but I didn't mind the taste of breast milk.
Well, try cantaloupe because it's real similar.
I hate cantaloupe. I can't get past the smell. Cantaloupe smells like it's like rotting to me, so I can't bring myself to eat it.
Yeah,
No, that's
cantaloupe
all
doesn't
food is
smell great,
rotting.
but it
That's why
tastes wonderful.
that's what the definition of ripe is. What happens just before rot.
Yeah. Where are we up to? Oh. Okay. Second to last
Hey,
question.
Dave, have you tried breast milk?
No.
And for those of you in the chat who are kind of wondering, yes, trans women can lactate. So
I
Men
have.
can lactate at times too. Have you?
I
Dave?
didn't. What? Yes.
Have you
I
tried
have-
breast milk?
No.
Okay. That
I di-
surprises the shit out of me.
I haven't
I don't know
slept
why,
with anyone.
but it really
I haven't.
does.
I haven't been with anyone that was breastfeeding. Otherwise, I would have done almost certainly. I didn't inherit Jen till she was about 3. So long past the breastfeeding point. Right.
Well, not necessarily. You could, once you have the ability to produce breast milk, you can.
No,
do it
no,
forever.
entirely. But my point being, from a normal perspective, it's not. I shall go out and seek some now.
You can buy it online, you know.
Can you? Yeah, but it's not the same.
No.
You got to take it from the source.
It's more fun that way.
That's
He
what-
just wants to play with some boobies. That's it. That's all it is.
Don't we all?
Exactly, Steve.
Wait a minute. Dave had weird questions. Dave has weird questions. I don't know what you're talking about. Sammy says, one was apparently 2 or 3 still slurping on Mumma's boob. Yes. Seraphim tried it with a girl I was with. She asked, why the fuck not? You could have said that out loud. Sammy
You guys
says,
were talking, so.
sorry. I have been with lactating women, Dave, and would never try it, believe it or not. Why not?
Why not? It's like natural. It's
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what they're for.
and well, no, never mind. Boobs are even better when you grow your own, guys.
Boobs
There'll
are
be an
just amazing
injection
in
for
general.
that. Right. Penultimate question.
Thank you.
Well, Dave, this sex thing gets worse. Do you need to mate, Dave? Sure, why not?
What would be the mating call of a Dave anyway?
That tickles my lips really badly.
I was assuming it was the intro to the video.
The intro to the video. Right. Question 865. If called upon to kill a dragon, do you think you would be capable of slaying it? Especially given the ethical considerations of murdering an endangered species.
Well,
I would name him Timmy and he would be my friend.
He's got a princess captured.
She will be my friend too. We'll be friends with Timmy. It'll be fun.
is its name Puff? Or...
No, I'm naming him Timmy.
Oh well, yeah, but I'm speaking of
What sort of dragon we talk?
Dragon.
What are we talking here? Like Puff the Magic Dragon or?
No, we're talking about a Norwegian. Oh, I can't remember what they're. Norwegian horntail.
Okay. Yeah.
And how big are they?
Oh, size of a house.
Yeah.
Oh no, I could never slay something that big.
Are you meaning a Hungarian horntail or a Norwegian ridgeback?
Norwegian ridgeback, the evil one. Yandir says no. I need a pet. Screw the princess. Never
What
again
weapons
says.
are-
Oh well,
what
eat the
weapons are
princess.
available to me?
Anything that's handheld.
I the princess too, but
Okay,
we're all to be
okay.
friends.
Never again says eat the princess. Let the dragon live. Music
What
collector says
about-
Dave, where do you find a dragon?
What about something that's not like necessarily like handheld but set up on a? Actually, no. Yeah, I could bazooka the fucker.
No, that would just bounce off it. Really
Question.
thick skin.
Armor
Question.
pierce. You get armor piercing shells, Dave. You heard of this? Do you know this? You do know this, right?
Yes.
Dave,
Yeah.
is this like a Game of Thrones dragon or a Rick and Morty dragon?
Rick and Morty. Given that I've not seen any of Game of Thrones.
Then I'm keeping that dragon. Fuck that.
It's a vicious dragon. It's killing people. It's got a princess hostage.
Fuck her. Fuck about the princess.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
well,
What does the fact that she's a princess have anything to do with it?
Because that's what dragons do.
Hold on the fuck out of that dragon.
The princess and I will be best friends. We're gonna name the dragon Timmy, and we'll run away together. It'll be fun. As long as
Sammy-
you're okay with me having men over every once in a while.
I've got to say, one of my favourite little memes I've seen this year was when that TV show The Witcher was out, and you had a picture on one side of Daenerys Targaryen saying, "Surrender to me, or I will burn your army with dragons." And then in the next picture, you got Yennefer saying, "Oh, you need dragons. That's cute." You'd have to see The Witcher to get that.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I still need to watch The Witcher. I played the game.
Let's face it, Yennefer's gonna fuck Daenerys Targaryen's dragons up badly.
Sammy says, I would run and hide, Dave. Endangered has nothing to do with me. Santi says, yes, he'd kill it.
And if you're facing a dragon, the size of a house, aren't you more likely to be the endangered one?
You individually might be, but you as a species are not.
I'm really only concerned with myself.
In that
moment.
In that situation, see, it could be any bloody endangered species. In that situation where it's you or the other animal in question.
Well, no, not you.
No, you don't have to go anywhere near it. At the end of the day, you don't have to go anywhere near it. It's got the princess. You've got to decide whether to kill it and save the princess.
Oh God, the princess can. No,
everybody wants a princess. Jeez.
Everybody wants to be a princess.
Actually, Dave, you know I'm not a monarchist, so one less of them I'm not fucking bothered about.
What we'll get up to here. Global Mum says, I've only killed a dragon in Minecraft. Never Again says, see, we don't need any more princesses.
Yeah.
Santi says, I will slay the dragon and then we'll get you free drinks forever.
Sammy wants to know if the dragon's hot. I'm assuming it's the dragon from Shrek, if that's the case.
I think he wants to know whether or not the princess is hot. Oh,
no, he said the dragon.
Sorry, you're right. I just saw the next line.
Well, she would be after, like...
I know, honestly, the princess has probably been, down a line of incestuous families. So, no, I'm going to go with the princess is not hot.
I like how you're all trying to justify the princess dying.
I'm not.
I'm out with it, Dave. I'm not. Go on, Jenny. Sorry, it's a lag here.
I'm not interested in dating the princess. I'd eat her.
Oh,
you'd eat her.
Duh.
I think we've already established that I hate most people. So on the princess, fuck her. But I want a pet dragon. I'm gonna name him Timmy, and he'll be.
You can't have the dragon. Is not friendly. It's not going to be a pet.
They're not just put him on a leash and have him let him loose in a city or something, because fuck him.
Well, I would let the dragon dispense of all of the monarchy. Then I would maybe make a judgment on whether it gets to live or die or what. So,
how would one fuck a dragon?
Very careful.
How is that relevant,
Dave?
What?
Ask Math Pig. There are literally only 2 parts in all of GOT I refuse to watch. Ask him what those parts were, and then ask me what I would do. So,
Math Pig, answer the question.
I don't want to ruin the show for people though, but it has to do with dragons.
People already. I haven't watched it all, but people have already ruined the end for me anyway. So there's not a lot you can bloody spoil.
Apparently, it's shit.
I don't mind spoilers.
So,
yeah, I've heard the ending is shit. Yes, from what I've heard.
Well, the ending was shit.
So go out on the
I'm never gonna watch it. So go ahead.
I'll watch it in a few years, probably.
And you'll forget what I said anyway. So.
I know. Seraphim says, killed a bunch in Skyrim. Globomum says, okay, I've killed more than a few dragons in Minecraft.
Yeah, Angel loves to kill the dragon. So
Rainbug says, I would pick it.
At that part.
I was flabbergasted to discover that there's a storyline in Minecraft.
Did you know the storyline of the what are those guys called? The big guys with the long arms. What the fuck are they called?
Mr. Tickle.
Enderman. There's a story with the Enderman and how they were once people, but they became Endermen and why, and that's why
what are Endermen? What are Endermen?
They're these creepy things with glowing eyes, and they're.
Guys, sorry, I'm going to drop for 2 secs because everybody's roboting again.
Okay.
So
who are Endermen? Where are they? What are they in?
In Minecraft.
I've never actually played Minecraft.
Why bring it up?
Because Globomum is.
Okay. Well, Minecraft is lovely.
It's Lego. I prefer Lego.
You see, but you can't say either way because you haven't played. You get to mine for diamonds and shit, and you get to.
Yeah, I do like Maple Story.
That was the thing. Angel and I have a house together that we have a world that we have together, and my bedroom is just filled to the brim with dogs because I keep reading them.
I can say that myself with cats.
I'm not surprised.
Okay. Brainbug says, I would pick it to create a preserve for the dragon. Santi says, down with the monarchy, I'd kill for people.
Yeah,
Sammy
fucking
says,
right.
I would threaten to write fan fiction about it. Math Pig, I could totally kill a dragon. I would freeze his DNA.
I would send a talking donkey in to seduce the dragon.
That would be your solution. What if the dragon had Angel?
He probably deserves it. I don't know. No, obviously I would save my fucking kid. Come on.
Just ask the Angel, what did you do to that poor dragon?
Exactly.
Man,
You killed it.
In Minecraft, the reason that the dragon even attacks you is because you take his eggs. So just leave the eggs alone.
Yeah, but
Why do you have
it's
to
too
kill the
late.
dragon?
It's too late. The dragon has Angel tied to a stake, ready to roast.
Is the steak? Is it a medium steak, rare steak, sun steak?
It's a bit of wood.
Yes, I'd obviously save Angel, but
You kill the
otherwise-
dragon in cold blood.
She
It's
She's
not
saying
my
that-
fault
so
if
why
I have
not?
a reason to do it.
No, it's not. It's not. You're in a situation where it's like saving either yourself or someone you care about from like a wild animal of any kind, mythological or real. If we lost
I
Jenny.
hate StreamYard today.
Yeah. Yeah. I am gonna fucking kill the animal, even if it's an animal I really like. I'd happily.
Yeah.
Like same thing would apply if it's a pack of bloody wolves or something, and then there's like a friend of mine or someone I really care about in that sort of situation. I'm gonna.
What if it was me?
I'm gonna. I'd
Yes.
still shoot the wolf, but I would then be like,
For the
I
dragon!
"Oh,
No,
the
I would
dragon."
absolutely kill the dragon for you, Dave. You're one of the few people I would.
Jeff?
know that. Yes.
Um,
Then I would
I'm-
really hate you forever for making me do that, though.
Again, same thing. Ask
You're,
Dave what he did to that poor dragon.
Right? Unsuccessful hold on.
Manda, I don't know. She might rescue me, but it'd be like, Jeff, you want me to kill this dragon? Yes, please, Manda. Gonna do a Jar Jar impression again, Jeff. No, Manda. No, Manda.
Math Pig says, what about him?
Come on. I shouldn't have to answer that. Give me a break.
She says no.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, fuck you.
Manda likes smoked bacon.
She'll wait till after.
Wait till it's nice and crispy.
If you have to kill Math Pig, you have to kill Math Pig. That's what it is.
Right.
That's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
On that note.
Bacon.
He's just a guy. You know?
You done yet?
Almost. Anja says, I think I would kill the dragon if people were in danger and there were no alternative. It's how nice. See, that's a good one. Right. On that note, I'm going to put something up that I keep forgetting. Oh no, that's not the last question! There's one more!
I was going to say, you
Shit.
said something about
No,
penultimate, and
there
this
have
is-
to be two more.
No, there's one more.
No, penultimate means second to last.
Second to last.
Yeah, so this has to be. The
I'm
last
sorry, I
one.
thought I thought it was odd that it wasn't. Right, last question. Much more sensible.
No, two more.
Question 866. Would you rather share a bed with a walrus or an eel?
Oh God.
God damn, walrus! It's gonna be a walrus. It's gonna be a
Why?
fucking walrus.
Oh, you don't want one of those fuckers to roll over on you.
Yeah, big fucker. Yeah, that's true.
I'll go with eel. It can stay on its side of the bed.
What kind of eel though?
Just a long, slimy thing that wriggles a lot.
We don't. What about the electric kind?
Oh,
yeah,
no,
well,
that
it
would
can
be
be
the
an
most
electric,
fun.
but you only get one real burst out of it.
Don't give him ideas.
That might be. Yeah, but that might be. That might.
I mean, you
be
could power a
what's
vibrator
happening.
with it.
Do you need more than one burst?
So is the eel is the eel the one that's giving us that 10 minutes of amazing sex, basically with a vibrator?
Oh God,
Either
that's
that,
actually pretty cool.
either that or the walrus with his tusk.
No, I think the walrus would be the couple of hours with. Never mind.
Global Mum says
Well-
the eel because it would be more shocking when I was discovered by my husband. And Aunt Jer says, walrus eels creep me out. I don't even like looking at them.
How experienced is this eel?
At what? At being an eel? It's perfect at it.
Well, I mean,
It's not Japanese, if that's what you mean.
Logically speaking, logically speaking, here, logically speaking, you could have an eel that is, isn't going to survive for very long, obviously, and a very small eel, about say, yay long, which you could easily just fish out a local blooming pond or whatever.
No, so it's a good 3 foot long.
Yeah, you'd want something bigger.
Oh, you see, again,
or it could get.
this is the goalpost moving shit.
could-
Well, to be
It's
fair,
a
it's
lot
not.
of
I did say at the start it was this big, but you can't see my hands.
Right, it's still moving in the fucking goalpost, Dave.
A small one would get lost. You can't assume a small one.
Just wait, wait there. I'll go back. It's that big.
Okay. However, well, let's even take your length, the size of your eel into account here. The walrus is your average walrus can weigh. I mean, a walrus can weigh up to 4,000 pounds here. So
What's a pound in English?
let's just say 2,000 kilos, or just under.
2 tons.
Yeah. So that thing rolls over on you, you're kind of fucked.
You are. And they have spears in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the old blubbery surfacing might keep you kind of warm, until it rolls over on you. But I think, looking at this practically, the eel's going to be a bit more of a practical solution.
Sammy.
And the eel's going to be pretty fucking dead before long out of water anyway, as the walrus can.
No. We'll have to assume, for the context of this, that there is that they can healthily make it through the night. So the eel would have to be able to breathe. Brainbug says electric eels aren't actually eels, and he would have to go with the walrus.
Technically speaking, he is right on that.
Sammy says the eel would die. We've done away with that. Mathpig says when Manda gets here, she asks, "Is that input's eel joke?"
Is that an eel, or are you just happy to see me?
Apparently, it's 3 foot long as well.
Apparently so.
Music Collector Dave, did you search that? No, but unfortunately, you come across tentacles and eels an awful lot when you're searching other things. Somebody says there is a small eel-like creature that can swim up the Iowa. That's not an eel-like creature. It's a little fucking parasite, and they're evil.
So I did have to remind myself about that. But yeah, technically, an electric eel is a knife fish.
They're almost as evil as Dave. Almost.
Almost as eel as Dave. Brainbug says a conger eel can survive for several hours out of water. Here you go. Aunt Jer says I feel like a walrus would be more amenable to cuddling than an eel. See, I think so.
Have you seen a walrus's face? I mean,
you could spoon the walrus.
those things make a penis with foreskin. Even
Yeah,
ugly.
that's
Beautiful compared to a walrus. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's the big worry I'd have with the walrus, is that they might think I'm a fellow member of its species and want to try to hunt me.
Oh, like a dolphin? Dolphins do that.
Yeah.
Dolphins don't care if you're not a member of their species. They do not care.
That the ultimate pansexual.
That was more a joke. That was more a joke about my facial features, but anyhow.
Oh, we think you're adorable.
You know we do.
You're not that. You're not. No, Dave, don't say that. That's just not true.
Sammy says, does the walrus mind a lump poking in his back?
Spooning a walrus, huh?
Actually, can it be a trained walrus from SeaWorld?
No. I mean, I don't mind. I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference. I mean, they keep getting injured. The people around them.
I could cuddle a walrus like a giant pig.
Pug. Giant pug.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't see very well.
Rainbug, so long as I don't have to smell its breath. Glober Mum says, Jeff, you are handsome. Why are you coming on to my guest members?
Doesn't that beg the question, how do you know what a walrus breath smells like?
Fish, I'm assuming.
It's because I'm very self-deprecating, Davis. You know, that's probably why.
I'm more self-deprecating.
Bullshit.
Are we gonna have a war over it?
Yeah.
But usually when I'm self-deprecating, people tell me I shouldn't do that, and they get mad at me.
Can I answer now, or?
Yes, Manda.
I was just gonna say I have a hard enough time sharing the bed with my 40-pound dog, so I'm certainly not making room for a fucking walrus. So I'll take the eel.
What do you think the dog will think of the eel?
Actually, she would probably just kill it right away. She couldn't kill the walrus, but she could kill the eel pretty damn quick.
If you have a good dog, why would you want an eel?
I don't. But if
On the other hand, you see that if you're in the winter in the part of America where Jenny lives, cuddling up to a nice warm blubbery animal in the depth of winter might be good.
We have cows.
How big a queen size bed is? Like, do you really think there's room for you and a fucking walrus? Really?
Yes.
No.
No.
Probably not, because I man spread a bit.
Now, if you had said a seal or an eel, I would have picked the seal. I love seals.
Yes, but we're talking about walruses.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You can pretend the walrus is an exceptionally ugly seal.
No.
Walruses are not ugly.
Hang out, on the rocks and the docks and stuff, and the, near the beach where I used to go growing up. They were.
Well, they get pretty big too.
Not as big.
They do.
As
No.
Plus, they have a little bit of a furry part too. They have a little bit of fur.
Do they require getting wet frequently, or can they go dry for, say, a night?
They sunbathe, so they can stay for a
they sit on
long
those
time.
rocks for hours, and they lay on their back, and they're fucking lazy as shit.
Because I don't want a wet spot the size of me next to me or anything like that. It's bad enough.
No, nobody wants to lay in the wet spot.
Yeah. And you always blame the wet spot on the other person in the bed.
Yeah. Well, that's for us. That works though. Anyway, did you answer, Dave?
No.
Then answer.
I have absolutely no clue. Eel.
That is not fucking fair.
Dave, I might suggest that if you had a walrus or whatever, you could just, as a pet, and they're nice and blubbery, you might be able to bounce up and down on one on stream.
I don't reckon. I think it'd be pissed off. I mean, I think it'd be the right size. I could put my legs either side. I could get a good bounce on, but I think it'd be pissed off. And I think I'd get spikes.
Rattling a walrus. Okay. Yeah. Think about that.
Yes. I'd be in the middle, not the bottom. I'd slide off the bottom.
Critical questions.
So for the outro today, we're going to be, Dave is going to play the Beatles' "I Am the Walrus."
You started off late today. I think you need to do one more question.
No, shut the fuck up.
I can't. I get beaten with a large stick when I go this long.
Well,
I've already gone too long.
Should we have a poll? Should we just at least have a poll on it, maybe from the chat? Do they want one more question or not?
I have a poll. It says no more questions.
We're not going by that poll. And again,
we are. It's a good poll.
Right,
we're going. We are going. Yes, thank you very much.
If you were to have one more question, what would it be?
I have no idea. I have a list of extra questions, but no.
It would be, how do you stop Jenny from making me ask more questions?
It would be, why does Jenny hate me?
I don't hate anyone.
What does Manda hate more?
Well, yes, I do.
Mark Sargent or my Jar Jar impression?
Mark Sargent.
Mark Sargent.
But your Jar Jar impression is probably more annoying.
Close.
All right,
So
then you have to promise I'm on the panel tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Thursday? Maybe? Yes, probably, because I don't have Math Pig still.
All right.
I can't. You have thrown me completely with that. And I say thank you very much to Amanda, to Seraphim,
You're welcome.
to Jenny,
Good
and to
evening.
Jeff.
Oh, and to Brandon, although he had the internet issues.
Yes, I was going to add Brandon.
And Dave.
Thank you very, thank you very much for trying. And Ricardo's just arrived. Does anyone have any shield before we run away? No.
No.
Only thing I've got scheduled this week on my channel is Sunday with the Asterisk stream. I do a hissy. I don't have a time set in stone on that one yet, but
So we might have a Sunday show.
yeah, possibly. I mean, usually we do go about the same time this show goes, but I just don't know if Hissy's working this Sunday or not yet. So
No, let us know. Right, I say thank you to everyone in the chat. You have been an absolute blast, and we will see you tomorrow at the same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.